Plan B. What's up, mother foxes? Yeah, buddy. You know what this is, right? That's what we call a roller. So, the plan B, like I was saying in the oil leaking video, trying to fix it. I was saying to myself, if you gotta pull that engine out, I am not putting that engine back in the car. If I have to put another engine in that car, it's going to be a roller, and we're going to get rid of this tick, 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 tick. All I got to do is find a cheap enough roller block. I kind of threw shit at the wall to see if something would stick when I was mentioning it to my buddy Justin. Then he texted me and asked me if I was nervous to start the whore. I said no. I said I'm not. I said if it leaks, it is what it is. I said but I'm dead serious, because I had talked to him the day before. I said I'm dead serious about putting a roller engine in it, something I could bore out 30 over, because I got brand new pistons 30 over upstairs, and that crank that's in the engine and the old whore, along with the bearings, because I remember I took that one bearing off. There's nothing really wrong with it, and the F-cam, everything. I'd salvage everything from that and stick it in this. And then he says, hey, I think another friend of ours, I think Bobby's got one. I was like, what? Oh, whatever, you know. He goes, let me text him. So he texted him, and he said he does. So I texted Bobby. He goes, yeah, I got one. I said, how much? He goes, $200. So this is a $200 roller block. Now, it was sitting in a big barn shop, mostly a pole barn. It wasn't really a barn, but it was a big barn shop. And it was up on, it was sitting on this side, and this side was out toward the shop. So 3 of those cylinders have got rust in them, and these ones were toward the wall, so they're pretty good. I shot some Marvel Mystery in there, guys, and I was scraping the gasket material off there while I waited for the oil. But we're gonna go ahead and start tearing this thing down, and I'm gonna take it over to the machine shop that I always take things to. Dude, they do such good work, and they're so cheap about this stuff. All I want them to do is bore it out. I'll do the rest. Right now, I don't even think I want them to like boil it or anything. I'll do the rest. Anything to keep the cost down. That 351 block that's right behind you here, that block, to boil it, bore it, and put cam bearings in it and freeze plugs, was $323. That's pretty good. And they do good work. Just don't ever have them put an engine together. I found that out. I'm glad I didn't burn that bridge, because these guys do cheap work and they do it well. I think Barbecue Mike paid a couple of $100, maybe more, to have his done. As soon as I break this down, I'm gonna take it over there, and hopefully they can bore this out 30 over. That's some pretty good rust, but I'm gonna take it home when I get everything out of it and run it through there. And then when I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and run a hose through the water jackets and just try to clean everything out and then get it ready to send over there. But this is my plan B, man. If I'm gonna pull that engine out of that car, I am not sticking it back in and sit there and listen to the tick, 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 tickety, tick, tick. I'm not doing it anymore. It's a roller block. So I believe it's a 91. I'll look on here for the letters. He said it was a 91, but the only thing I didn't get, of course, oil pan. I learned my lesson. I'll buy a new one. The only thing I didn't get were the dog bones and the spider. And Bobby said he'd look for it. He says he's pretty sure he had it. You just can't remember if he tossed it or not. But he says if I find it, I'll let you know. So I hope he does. If not, I hate to buy him new, man. Maybe somebody's got some around here somewhere. I don't know. So I loosened up the caps. She turns all the way around, folks. There we go. Who doggy? That one's really nice. Nice little scar on that one. That one's got several scars. Yeah, you know, it's those bearings are worn out. I think the crank, oof, jeez, that's horrible. that one there isn't very nice either. So, but yeah, that one's really bad. I mean, that's a rumbling pothole deal there. Luckily we got a crank, so I ain't too worried about it. And look guys, we got a one-piece main rear seal there. Anyway, I'm gonna pop the caps off the pistons and start pulling those out now. There you go. Just a worn out engine is all. He said it came from a 91 convertible. Yeah, just a worn out engine, man. Worn out bearings. There's freaking rod bearings laying here and there. I tells you how much I gave a shit about pulling all of these out of there. So I didn't really care. I just wanted them out. Get those bearings out, flip it over. Yeah, there's like 3 bearings in there still. Probably order up some cam bearings and get this shipped over there. There's the numbers right there, F1. So 91. There it is. Let me flip this sucker over here if I can't do it with one hand here. There go the bearings. There you go. Yeah. Probably get a hone out and just kind of see where that takes me as far as this, as far as the rust, but I think we'll be okay. And I'll need, I think I still got some freeze plugs, because this one I'll have to knock out. But the other ones, I don't know, maybe consider just popping those out and putting new ones in. It's not that hard. But there is my $200 roller block. Alright, this is a quick hone. This is the side that wasn't that rusty. And this is the side that was rusty. As you can see the top right up in here. But hopefully that's a candidate to go 30 over. See some scarring down here. And then this weirdness here, big scar right there. Hopefully we're good to go on this. Banking on it. Hit it with some Marvel Mystery and set it aside for now. Relatively short video showcasing the new roller. and praying to eternity that thing can be bored over 30. If we can, we're in good shape, dude. Just got a couple of little details to get, like an oil pump, you know, and an oil pan, dog bones, lifters, spider. Okay, I got an assortment of stuff to figure out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Later.